AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
I would say Kendrick Lamar set it off this year, but we gotta give props to Cat Williams. Cat Williams set this year off, and it's been like everybody's being exposed, and they're just going hot flames out here. And Cat Williams was on Shannon Sharpe show, and we know, if you don't know, Shaq was going on clapping back at Shannon Sharpe because he had Joker on inside the NBA, and he disrespected the Joker, and he told him, hey, SJ should have been an MVP. Shannon took that and said, well, you're just jealous because you didn't win 3 MVPs or whatever the case may be. And I'm not sure how you guys feel about that. Shaq wrote a crazy clapback on Instagram saying how Shannon Sharpe, you ain't even top 10 ever in the NFL. You really just jealous, and I know how you really got famous. But I really just wanted to see. I haven't heard this yet. The official. The official.
Yo, don't play this.
No, chill, Fleet. Hold on, Fleet. What is he about to play?
The official Shaq diss track to Shannon Sharpe.
You didn't hear this yet?
I gotta hear 30 seconds of this. I
haven't heard it.
No, I didn't hear Fleet. Fleet, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, bro. If it ain't us, I don't be paying none of this stuff no mind. Like, and I'm gonna be honest. As men, I don't think you should never text more than 3 sentences unless it's to a female. So when I seen that whole thing, Shaq, once I seen all that, I said, I ain't reading that. You kidding me?
Yo, hold on before you play this. OG, this is bad. This is
real?
This is bad. No. Before I heard it already. But I'm gonna let Fabian play it. This is bad.
Well, let me say this before you play it. Shaq is one of the most overrated rappers of all time. When they be like, yo, rappers that was athletes that turned up. Yeah, he's terrible.
Garbage.
So
hold on, wait a minute. Y'all say that, but he clapped back at Dame Lillard pretty good to me. I love that. Dame could rap. All right. It wasn't Dame time no more after Shaq clapped back at him.
Play this. Just play it.
Lord have mercy.
This is bad.
Yeah, he does. Shaq hates every big man. If you haven't noticed, he does. He doesn't like the big man, rightfully so, because that's his position. He is, in his mind, he is the apex predator. No matter what no one says, we don't care. He don't care what you say. He don't care. You can throw all the championships and all that. If we lace him up, and we had to, in our prime, had to play against each other in our prime, he thinks he's the apex predator. Those awards hurt him. They irritate the hell out of him.
Yes, it's the MVPs, Gil. It's the MVPs because we only have one.
They didn't think that I would win, but I won.
You think you can say something about the teams? You ain't gonna say something back?
I got in.
You gotta have G14 classification.
I'm the best in the world.
I'm number one.
I'm the best in the world.
I'm number one.
I'm the best in the world, number.
Oh no, Shannon Sharpe, man, you're way beneath me. Your whole demeanor is faker than new rapper BC. You're soft before you get fly, you rather tweet me. I was in 3 different cars when you was in 3 feet.
Yo, cut that. Yo, come on, man.
Signs. They come in 3D.
Yo, cut that off, bro.
Make it hot. Ain't no way around my degree. You are not in my spot. You are like a peewee.
Hey.
Calling me Rocky the way I re-read. I get to the green.
Calling me Rocky the way I re-read.
Re-up.
Bad work.
That was trash.
Bad
that was
work.
trash, Jack.
Bad work.
Jesus Christ. What do you feel about his message, though?
The crackheads is bringing that back to the spot. They want their money back. That's bad work. They want their money back.
I'm gonna be real.
What you got, OG?
I was a big fan of Shaq for a while, right? And he's starting to turn me off, man. He does great humanitarian work, you know what I mean? But just his the way he talks about players nowadays. All right. Let me just get to this. Shaq is jealous. Shaq will never let go that he only has 1 MVP. Shaq is jealous of the Joker, and he has every reason to be. Let me explain why. And I keep saying this. Denver's not out yet. If Denver lose tonight, then cool. But let's just hypothetically, let's just say Denver comes back and wins this series and wins a championship. Shaq is in jeopardy of being the greatest center of all time. Not the most dominant, because we know it's not even close. But if the Joker gets another championship with that skill set, and potentially he should have 4 straight. This is why they didn't give him the MVP last year, Flea, because they know he'd had 4 in a row, which has never been done, if I'm not mistaken. Shaq is jealous, man. Because it's another big man and it's another player in his mindset that didn't deserve MVP. And it's a flashback of him with the Steve Nash situation. I just don't like how Shaq disrespects players because he's a great. It's starting to come off. It's not a joke no more. And I remember he told Donovan Mitchell, and he always said about Dwight Howard and them guys, as far as like, when I say what I say, it's to motivate you. No, it's not, bro. Them dudes can't call you and get advice. Like, y'all dudes is just straight haters. I'm sorry. It doesn't come off no more as big bro or Unc. This is why people love Shannon Sharpe. This is why they call him Unc. What him and Shannon's going back and forth with, I'm being honest, and I'm going to leave it at this, Fleet. I've never seen a world where people with over $100 million having problems and beefing. I don't see that nowhere else but in our culture, bro. I'm just leave it at that. Me with $100 million, I'm not beefing with nobody about anything. What Shaq is doing first with the long thing and then that might be the worst song of all time. That might be worse than Ice Ice Baby.
Ice Ice Baby was dope. Hold on.
Stop it, man. Don't do that. We know it made a lot of money. Shaq might have the worst rap song of all time. Fleet, I'm throwing that in the air. That might be worst rap song of all time, bro.
Listen, man. I don't get how like everybody from that generation is Unc and OG. And like I call you OG for a reason, right?
And it's all love, appreciate it.
Right. No. I say that for a reason, right? And it's not to age you, right? It's not to age you. It's to conversations that we've had, right? Interactions that we've had over the last couple of years puts me in a space where I look at you in a big brother kind of look, both of you guys, right? And if you guys were to ever behave in a certain way, I would be disappointed because I know y'all don't subscribe to today's bullshit, right? Y'all are still authentic. Y'all are who y'all are. If we have issue, I am not going to find out on the internet. I'm going to find out on a phone call like, yo, Flea, I didn't really like what you had said, bro. And we're going to have a conversation. I'm not going to find out on the internet. I would liken that to these two guys the same. Like, it's like the older generation has subscribed to what they do today, and it's making them, I know I use this word a lot, it's making them look goofy. It's making the older dudes look goofy. Okay, Shannon, you got a show. So there's a level of entertainment. It's always this, people always like mask this hate with, I gotta report on it. I gotta talk about it. Shut the hell up. You don't have to talk about it.
Right.
Shut the hell up. Let's stop this fake, I gotta do this. I'm required. I'm obligated to report on this. Shut the hell up. No, you don't. Report on what you know. Please stop talking about what you don't. So with this whole thing, in my opinion, Shannon is right. The premise of what he said. All he did was double down on things that you've already said. I did not take practice serious. I did not take my conditioning serious. A big reason why you and Kobe Bryant had such a contentious relationship. Forget all the off the court garbage. The reason Bean had an issue with you is because you played your way in shape instead of showing up in shape. That was a problem for him. So, and now it's coming off as, that was classless. I didn't like you saying that to Joker. That's his moment to celebrate. Him being a big man. The last 3 MVPs have been traditional big men. Why can't you celebrate that? Why are you talking about, that's not the time to talk about SGA. SGA lost, unfortunately. He didn't win the award. So you talk about that amongst Kenny, Shaq, and Ernie. Right. You don't use that moment that Joker comes on to say the things that you said. It's corny. It's corny. It's not keeping it real. Like, that's the other thing that we getting confused nowadays. I was just keeping it real. No, you was keeping it goofy. Shut the hell up. Like, you don't got to say certain things because you felt like it was. I get another stamp of being real. Nah, that's weird.
Great point. Great point.
Weird. So
That is a great point because the word real has been lost. Like it was never meant to be just be honest or unfiltered. It was a real dude. Was going back to what you said. Consider OG or look somebody as a big brother. You just because you a big brother don't mean you older. You know that comes with you earn that stripe. And I really feel like Shaq did though earn his A1, the 14 classification, whatever he's talking about. I hate when he says it, because he just misuses it to me. But I think he's been an A-lister for a while. Shout out to Fish. I spoke to him earlier. We were talking about this randomly. It was hilarious. I don't really care. Like, I think it's fair game because it's just celebrity fodder. It wasn't too serious. I think he did double down on everything you said, Flea. He was doubling down on what I feel about Shaq. Shaq should have been the best ever, no question about it. Kobe knew that. Everybody knew that, and they know that now. Is he out of people's GOAT conversation? He ain't out of my GOAT conversation.
Hold on, Fabian. And another thing, Shannon don't have to be a hooper to have an opinion on this. All of you niggas got plenty of opinions on everything that you don't know. Y'all are willfully ignorant and will talk about politics and don't know shit about it. Y'all are willfully ignorant and will start talking about Artist Gilmore and didn't know shit about artists, but I jumped out. Like, we are willfully ignorant and will jump in front of this camera and say something we have no knowledge about, but because we want to be a part of the conversation, we just gonna say whatever. Like, you can't say something about shit. Because Shannon it's not a basketball. But so what? So what? A lot of you cats are talking from a position of entitlement too. So calm down.
But that's not where I think. Like with Shaq, he compared himself to 50 Cent. 50 Cent it doesn't matter who you are, he's going at you. I think Shaq picks and chooses the time and place, and that time and place, Flea, with the Joker thing was a miscalculation. I don't think that's as funny as the JaVale McGee thing. You weren't propping up SGA. That was disgusting. You don't do that to Joker. He's a three-time MVP. That means he's now in a legendary status. He's up there with you no matter what you think now. So you can't do that to him. You can't do that to Joker. That's nuts.
That's whack.
But you know what's crazy? Shaq says the wrong thing at the wrong time all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I've not one time heard Shaq say the right thing at the right time. Like like I said, it just, and it just goes to show you, no matter how much money you have, with certain situations, it just rubs you the wrong way. You're jealous, man. Like I said, because I keep telling y'all, when people bring up great big men, of course, a lot of us, I have Shaq in my top 5 as the greatest big man, but a lot of people have Kareem, a lot of people have Wilt, a lot of people have Bill Russell. Some people pick Akeem Olajuwon, and then now we have and then now we have another big man that I'm telling y'all right now, and I've been saying it, because we can't say who has the most rings make you the GOAT, or you could be in the GOAT conversation because LeBron don't have more than Mike, and people say, you get what I'm saying? So for me, once again, if Joker got two finals MVPs, 3-4 regular season MVPs, averaging a triple-double, probably one of the greatest skill sets we've seen as far as a big man, maybe rivaling Akeem Olajuwon, which he can't touch him defensively. Shaq name will start going like this, Flea. Look, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, Shaq is a jealous dude when it comes to them players, man. And what he did was tasteless and just disrespectful, man. And it's like, and I'm gonna leave it at this, Flea. You said some great. Barkley and Shaq, nobody looks to y'all like big bros, like for advice, for just love and idols. None of that, bro. Y'all dudes is the worst when it comes to giving people props, man. So yeah, he was wrong, and I'm not gonna side with Shannon Sharpe, but I just think 100% Shaq was wrong. Even that post you left, it's like, yo, bro, what are you doing? And then you come out with the worst diss song of all time.
Cause here's the thing, right? And this is what Shannon is dealing with this a lot, and I'm not saying Shannon is not at fault in certain things throughout this climb that he's doing right now. But then Shaq makes a statement, I know what you did to get where you at. That's going to sit with people, right? That's going to sit with me. Right. That's going to sit with it's going to land on people's ears, and they're going to be like, well, what's he mean by that? What does that mean? Right? Why would you do that to your brother? Why would you do that to your man? And I'm not saying they cool. Everybody's not cool in that industry. But what I'm saying is Shannon already deals with the goofy, homosexual allegations, right? But how he what he wears, how he move, all of that, right? He already deals with that, right? So now you say what you say.
Wow.
People's minds go everywhere, right? People are not responsible enough. People are not disciplined enough to allow that to just go over their head. Nah, they're gonna let that shit smack them in the face and be like, well, what he said? What he meant by that? What he meant by that? Right? So it's like all of it is nasty. All of it is nasty to me. I don't think Shannon said anything out of pocket. I don't think he said anything that was new to our ears, right? But it's just always about who's saying what.
Yeah.
If somebody else said that, Shaq don't say nothing.
Faye, before I run, let me just say this. Y'all know me. I'm all for the trolling, the fun, the entertainment.
Wow.
Y'all can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What that situation? I can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna go. That situation is not fun and entertaining. So for me, once again, if it's not fun, if it's not entertaining, if it's not comical, I think Shaq going a little too far. And I'm not even looking forward to see what happens. I'm not even feeding into that no more. But fellas, go ahead.
Before 20 seconds, this is what Peter Vesey said a couple, I think at 3:02 today. The last thing Kobe ever said to me at a post-game LA dinner about Shaq is that Wade and Pierce, another superstar whose name I can't recall, always thought I was the problem until he became their teammate. They soon found out who was the problem, and that's verbatim. So Peter Vesey is like
Dwayne Wade
like,
won a championship with Shaquille O'Neal.
right. And so did Kobe and Paul
Kobe
Pierce.
won 3.
Right. No, but that point, what Peter Vesey is saying is that people thought Kobe was the issue. And then, when Wade became teammates with him, Paul Pierce became teammates with him, and was somebody else that became teammates with him. They saw. I think it's just that he is goofy. Yo, I was totally ready to just annihilate Shannon Sharpe. But what you guys convinced me to at least go, you know what? This wasn't worth it on either side. I think both of them have to watch what they say, because I don't know what Shannon Sharpe is giving up. I don't see enough football talk from Shannon Sharpe. That's the most excellent version of Shannon Sharpe. When he was on with Skip Bayless and he was on with Deion Sanders on the NFL Network, that was the best version of Shannon Sharpe, and partially because he's talking about football. All this stuff, I'm not saying shut up and dribble. I'm saying you are stretching yourself thin and you get in a bag everywhere, but all money ain't worth it. All money ain't good money to me, because look what it created. Like Shaq and you and the going back and forth. Like what is Shannon Sharpe really doing? You are Wendy Williams. When they called you Wendy Williams, that was real. And I was going to say Shaq has been an A-lister for 30 plus years already, longer than Shannon Sharpe. So I thought from my vantage point is like, well, he's been here for longer. Shannon just started being a A1 celebrity, a A-list celebrity, and I don't think he's comfortable with that. And you can see with the way he responds to a lot of these things. I think he's learned recently, because the way he reacted to all this the Shaq stuff now, he's just like letting it roll off his shoulders. Like, hey, you still insecure, bro. That won't take away nothing from that. Like, I gave everything I had with what I had, and the way he broke it down, he wasn't emotional finally, and maybe he was going through that. Hey, Sharpe is a bochinchera now. Exactly. Meaning he's a gossip queen. But if he's gonna stick by this, I like the fact that now, talking to you guys, that he's able to vocalize whatever he said and then stick by it and go, you know what, we can have a conversation, Shaq. Come to my show. I don't have to kiss your ass either. Like, now I'm really the guy at the top, and now that you guys have totally swung me on this, Flea, Shaq. Post-career, media career, you ain't no Shannon Sharpe, and you kind of need this to feed into your algorithm. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.